What's going on, everyone? And howdy, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all those good stuff. Happy Holidays and welcome to Dead on Dave Live with your boy, Dead on Dave. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday week. It's the beginning because I won't see you again until after all the presents are open and everyone's all Christmassy and all that good stuff. So hey, I decided why not make it a little festive. And you know what the great thing about having an amazing team around you at all times is that if your team sees that you're doing something without even having to ask them, they make an amazing graphic for you. Of course, I'm talking about the copious graphics guru, Sal. Look what he did. He got Sexy Paige with a friggin' candy cane getting all nasty with it. I love it. It's just incredible. Incredible. And he just did it on his own and boom, it's just there. I mean, that's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you, Sal, for the amazing work. And before we get going on everything that we're going to talk about today, because we do got a lot to get to, surprisingly a lot to get to, considering that, you know, we've talked so much this week. We've done all of the shows that we've done. We've had a really good week. I've had a lot of fun with you guys. Surprisingly, there's a lot to get to. But before we do all that, I want to give some holiday messages, man. I want to give a lot of love to you guys who have been supporting me through this year. As you guys know, it's been an up and down year on Dead on Dave Productions. We've had a lot of the channel growth has been incredible. We're at 1,666 subs. Oh, the devil number, 666. Oh, the devil number, Melanie, help me, the devil. Somebody save me. She doesn't help. The devil number's upon us, 666. Now, granted, there's the one, and I am the one, so it's okay. Now, we've had a lot of great stuff with that. Look, we've had some amazing additions to the team, including this man, Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, who did a great job in our album launch that we did for Black Mozart, which is available now everywhere that you can get digital music distributed. But you can go get it at www.bandcamp.com, or more specifically, www.realtalkthetruth.bandcamp.com. Now, we've had the addition of him. He has taken my channel to a whole nother level. Sal, of course. Tommy C and I, our partnership has grown and strengthened, and I've done some great stuff over at his channel. He's done some great stuff here. And then we've had the not so great. Of course, the whole situation with Joe Cronin and having to leave there and all of that. Well, not leave, get fired, and then choose not to go back. You know, it's been trying, but you know, it's been really cool, man. We've gotten to see exactly where we stand. We got to find out that there is another side to everything. And you guys have stood behind me. Michael Mendoza, Patrick Glenn, Old School Matt, Terry, the de facto moderator. We got all these people who just continue to support Fake Ass Twat. I didn't forget you for a change, but he's probably not here this time. Pittsburgh boy with his craziness. We got all this great stuff. We got a great community. And I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you guys being here and always watching. And those of you who aren't here live, even those of you who aren't here live, who watch later, who comment, who call me fat or whatever, I appreciate all you guys, man. I really do. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for giving this channel a purpose. I mean that. So, all right, that's enough of me slobbing your knobs. Enough of that. Let's get to some Shia's Nick, because we got a lot to talk about, man. Of course, we're going to talk about Star Wars. Of course, we're going to talk about some Star Wars. But first, we got to start with probably the best full week of programming that WWE has had all year. I mean, it's been really, really good. Really good this week. We've had some amazing shite that we've seen. And, I mean, best Monday Night Raw of the year, arguably. NXT TakeOver, I think it's the best NXT TakeOver that we have seen thus far. SmackDown was decent. I mean, it's a lot of good going into the holiday season. I mean, Jesus, this is our present from the WWE. Thank you, you sons of bitches, for giving us a little bit of love. Before we get too far, I want to share a picture I just got from young Tony Barrasso. He was at TLC. He was on the floor. And as for paying an astronomical amount per ticket, they give you a chair. And here it is. This is Tony Barrasso's chair that he got to take home from TLC. Pretty cool. He got to sit on Roman Reigns' face. He took Pittsburgh Boys fantasy and made it for real. It's too good. It's too good. It's fantastic. Man, it doesn't even look like he sat on this chair. He's like, I'm not going to sit on it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So thank you for sharing that picture, Tony. I hope that was for public consumption. Because if it wasn't, Hey, just so you guys know, if you need last minute Jesus, what's the matter with me tonight? President ideas. If you need last minute president ideas, go to Barack Obama. No, don't. Nothing's going to happen. If you need present gift ideas, go ahead and go to www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com and you can get all kinds of shirts and mugs and all kinds of cool shit. Stick it in yo stockings. I got spit just piling up on the sides of my Murph. God damn. It's really bad. Like, I get the spittle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Was it the weird, nasty strings you have in your
Yes, the weird, nasty strings that happen on the side of my mouth sometimes. It's bad. It's bad. Thank you for hijacking my show, Marini. Yeah, thank you. So you guys can make sure you go check it out there. That's another way you can support the channel, also just by liking and subscribing. And then, of course, you can always donate to the channel as well. If you donate and you tip your barista who gives you those wretched fucking pumpkin spice lattes, you can donate to the copious fat man as well. And if you do so, we'll have a little fun with it, and you'll get the $1 million laugh eventually and all that good stuff. So excited about that. So really getting back into the wrestling, it's just we saw Roman Reigns become champion in probably the least offensive way that it could have happened. The best part of it is nobody wanted to see it, but they delivered it in such a way that one of the most hostile crowds in all of wrestling, Philadelphia, was begging for him to become champion by the end of the night. Begging. We were begging for it. Amazing. Amazing that we were begging to see this man champion. And now he is. And we're going to see exactly how it's going to go from here on out. So that's the thing. WWE wanted to get him over, and eventually they were able to do it. It took a hell of a lot to do it, including getting Vince McMahon to take a Superman punch off the apron, but it happened. Now I think it's on Roman Reigns. I think it has to be on Roman Reigns now. The WWE has to know this. If he doesn't get over, I don't think there's anything else that they can do. So this could be the best thing for even Roman Reigns haters. Because if he doesn't keep himself over, if he doesn't keep himself relevant and good, and he doesn't make the strides that he has to as a champion, he's done. It's over. See you later. Hasta luego. Bye-bye. What else can you do? Roman be like, Vince, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. And Vince will be like, you're fired. And he'll be like, yeah, but Vince. And Vince will be like, and then Roman will be like, no, believe that. Oh. And then we'll all be like, except Pittsburgh, because he'll be all like, wah, wah, wah. That was fun. Oh. Now Tony is sharing this is a much better picture that he shared this time. Now I'm going to share this one too because it's awesome. By the way, we'll also be taking your calls, of course, as always, on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, and 702-751-2902. You can call in on that as well. Look at this shit, man. Tony's rich. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. Tony's a rich kid. He goes to all of these events, and he sits on the floor, and he's able to get these goddamn cool things. Look at this. This is SummerSlam. You got the DX and eating giant wieners and stuff. I want to see Sean's giant wiener out there. I want to sit on Sean's wiener. It's Sean's wiener. And don't look at me like I'm some weird freak. Look, what do you see on there? See Sean Triple H's wieners.
No, I don't.
There's their wieners.
Where?
Right on the screen.
Where?
What do you mean? Right there,
Oh,
wieners.
his nipple?
No, there's wieners.
Okay.
My wife doesn't see the wieners. That's true. She doesn't want to see it. She can't handle it. Anyway, I feel like crap and I'm really tired. So, yeah. All right. So, there you go. What has been your favorite thing this week? I'd love to hear from you guys in the chat. I would love to know what you guys thought of this week in wrestling. Did it pop your cherry like it did mine? Did it give you a little bit hope like it gave me hope? I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you hit me up in the chat. You can also go ahead and tweet it out. Tweet the world that you're watching Dead on Dave live, and you can tell them exactly what you think is your favorite thing of the week. All right, we're going to switch gears a little bit because I got to talk about Star Wars, folks. I got to talk about Star Wars because I'm freaking out about how amazing Star Wars looks to be. Oh, wait. We're going to take a call first. 410, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Dave?
What's up, 410? How you doing, buddy?
I was actually really happy to hear you say in the beginning of the video that we are allowed to talk Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, we're talking Star Wars.
I did see the movie 2 days ago.
Okay, do me a favor, though. Don't spoil anything.
No,
I live here in Germany.
Film.
I live in Germany. I have not found a theater that plays it in English yet. And honestly, you couldn't pay me to go on post to see it. Deal with these troglodyte little children that are running up and down the fucking aisles. Military service members, it's not their problem. It's not like I'm for military. Everybody knows that. I've told you guys that before. I was in the Army for 10 years. That's why I live here, all the blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something you may not know. Military spouses are like the worst people in the world. They're absolutely horrible. They're repugnant fucking creatures that come from the denizens of hell. I mean, seriously, they are. My wife hates them too. They're disgusting fucking cretins of the underworld. I swear to God. Now, what they do is they go to any movie, even big movies like Star Wars and shit, and they'll bring 3-week-old children. And then they'll like freak out when the 3-week-old children start screaming in the theater. They're 3 weeks old, asshole. You don't bring them there. It's terrible. It's the fucking worst thing. So I would not go there if it was Star Wars naked. It just ain't happening. But I'm waiting desperately for it to happen here in Germany, and it should soon.
I mean, I think it's worth trying to see it as soon as possible. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best Star Wars movie out of 7 of them.
Yeah.
I still believe The Empire Strikes Back is the best in it. I think
you speak wise words, sir. You speak wise words. Empire is the best of all of them so far, in my book.
If I were ranking them, this is how I would do it. I don't hate the prequels as much as I don't like them, but I don't hate them as much as other people do.
Yeah.
But if I were ranking them, this is how I would do it. I would put 7 in the number 7 slot. I would put Attack of the Clones. I can't stand that movie. It's trash.
See, I like
6,
Attack of the Clones.
I would put. I don't know. It just wasn't. I didn't like it.
So you have Force Awakens, the worst of all of them?
No. I put Attack of the Clones as 7.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 6,
By the way, hold on 1 second. We got our first donation tonight. Clinton donated $1. Dave joined the dark side. Already there, buddy. They have great cookies. Here's the $1 million laugh for you. There's your $1 million laugh. Wait, you didn't hear it. There we go. There's your $1 million laugh. There you go. Please continue, good sir.
6, Phantom Menace. I don't have to explain why Jar Jar Binks. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Let's see. 5, I'd put Revenge of the Sith. I actually like that movie.
I don't need your entire ranking. What's your favorite? Your favorite's Empire, and your least favorite is?
Well, I think Empire is the best, but my favorite is A New Hope.
Okay, New Hope. See, mine is it's Empire, then New Hope, then actually Attack of the Clones. I like the Clone War movie. I think it's great. I think it's the best of those three, and I think it's better than Jedi, which I think is I can't stand. I really don't like Jedi. Jedi's right
I
after.
don't understand I don't understand why people hate Jedi. I mean, I think the only reason why they don't like it is because of the
Jedi
Ewoks.
sucks. Jedi sucks. Ewoks blow. They all look coked out. It seems like they didn't care anymore about the movie. The dialogue is wretched. I just, no. They just, meh. But here's what I will say. I can totally believe at how much money this movie is making. Already over $250 million. It's crushing. It's number one in every market that it's out except Korea, where there's a local movie that's actually beating it right now for some reason. But hey, that's okay. But everywhere else, it's not only number one in the box office, but it's the best showing of all time for a release over a weekend. Every single country. My wife's going to bed. Goodbye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
May the force be with you.
That's right. May the force friggin' be with you. That's right. Get some good sleep. It's not surprising. I think what is surprising to me is that a couple people actually did not think this was going to be one of the, if not the most profitable movie of all time. It's going to break everything. Yes, it is going to be Titanic. Yes, it's going to beat Avatar. It's going to do it. Because here's what people weren't expecting. Everybody knew that people were going to come out and see the movie because it's Star Wars. People weren't expecting it to be good. And it's good. From what I have not heard one bad thing about this movie. Movie reviewers that I usually really rely on pretty well to give me good information, they're all raving about it. Even ones that don't like Star Wars. All the big nerds in the world that love Star Wars are raving about this movie. What did you think of it?
This is what I would say, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about Star Wars, because I know you have like a lot of callers, and I want
Not
to
yet,
get some
actually.
wrestling
No one's
too.
called yet. You're the first. You're the only one. You're good.
All right, well, that's good to hear. But so I mean, I love the movie, but I have to say it does have a lot of problems.
Oh, sure.
It has quite a few flaws, and the one that stood out the most to me, I don't think this is a spoiler because I mean it's on the poster, is there's a new Death Star again.
Yeah.
I just I just thought it was lazy because they brought it back in Jedi, and
I don't think it's lazy
like
because
really,
it's the ultimate weapon. It's the ultimate weapon. So if you have a Death Star that's fully functional and there's not flaws with it, what better thing to rain terror on the planet, on all the planets, than a Death Star? It's called a fucking Death Star. I mean, come on, it's perfect.
I don't know. I just didn't really care for it, and I know J.J. Abrams really loves A New Hope. He's said before that's his favorite movie, and it has quite a few similarities to that movie, and it's almost the same. But if I had to give it a rating, I'd go a 9.
That's pretty high.
It's really good.
That's pretty high.
But now I want to get into some wrestling real quick. I'm gonna give you a early bold prediction on the Royal Rumble match.
Okay.
I'm calling my shot right now, and this is highly unlikely to happen. I am saying it. Kevin Owens is going to win the 2016 Rumble match.
I've been saying that forever. I've had three guys. I've had 3 guys winning this thing since the beginning of the year. I've been saying it's either going to be Brock Lesnar if they're desperate, Kevin Owens if they're smart, or Daniel Bryan if they're lucky. It's one of those 3, and it's becoming more and more likely that Kevin Owens is going to be the guy. It's becoming more and more likely.
Oh my God! I don't even know what I would do if that happened. I really don't. But I'm just gonna predict the final 4. I think this is what your final 4 looks like. First of all, I don't think Bryan or Lesnar will be in the Rumble. I don't think they need to be.
No.
So
now because Roman Reigns got over, because the situation matters, they don't need to be. You're right. They don't need to be.
No, they don't, because people are going to cheer Lesnar over Reigns, and they're going to cheer Bryan over Reigns. So this will be your final 4, I think. I think it's a pretty darn good final 4. Owens, Wyatt, Sheamus, and a returning John Cena.
I think John Cena will return before the Rumble. I do believe that. I don't know if John Cena... I know he's on the poster, and everyone's assuming that means something. I don't know if having him in the Rumble makes a lot of sense either.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind him having a match with Del Rio at the Rumble and beating him for it and being in the Rumble too. I mean, I wouldn't mind that.
The interesting thing is a lot of people who are much smarter than I are thinking that there's a very good possibility that John Cena and Roman Reigns might be the match for WrestleMania this year. That might be the way they go. And the more I've thought about it, because I dismissed it initially, I'm like, why would they do that? It kind of makes sense in a lot of ways. Because if anybody is going to draw some good reaction against John Cena, it'd be Roman Reigns in this situation. I mean, fans are going to be confused, and I think more than likely they're going to cheer the younger, brasher guy, and that's Roman Reigns. I think that might be the way to go. I don't know. We'll see. I am starting to get callers now. You got anything else before I get you out?
All right, one thing I have one more thing to say. I think the three-way situation with Ziggler, Ambrose, and Owens, I think they should do that on a Raw and get that out of the way. But I'm just gonna tell you what I think the ending will be. I think Wyatt will eliminate Sheamus. Cena AA's right on top of Sheamus, and Owens comes from behind and eliminates Cena and throws him over the top rope. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. Have a good one, buddy. Take it easy. Thanks for the call.
See you.
All right. I think more than likely that the Roman Reigns Sheamus rematch is going to happen on the debut of SmackDown on USA. I think it makes sense to have a big match, especially if that turns out to be live, which I think there's a possibility of that happening. I have not heard one way or another on that yet. But if you're going to have a big welcome party to USA Network, why not have Roman Reigns and Sheamus rematch be on that card? It makes a lot of sense to me, so we'll see. We got all kinds of people in the chat. If you were trying to call in, make sure you go ahead and do so now. I'm taking your call, 702-751-2902, or on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, taking yo calls. Let's go ahead and, William Fuller, you're so boring. William Fuller, you got to keep me awake, man. Don't be boring. I'm just kidding. What you got?
I try not to.
You're so British. You're so British. It's like there are people who are a little British, and then there are you who are totally British. What you got for me, buddy?
It's not British it's not British where I live. Trust me. It's a mixture of like optimism and dread for the WWE right now. Because it was the NXT review. I didn't want to talk about Monday Night Raw, but I want to talk about Monday Night Raw with Roman Reigns.
Really quick, yeah.
Yeah, really well. People are complaining about the fact that Roman Reigns didn't turn heel. I was fine with it. But
I don't think anyone was expecting him to turn heel on Monday Night Raw. That's the first I've even heard anybody bring it up.
I don't know. I thought maybe some people thought he would. I think Vince McMahon coming out, people may thought he would align with Vince McMahon. But
Vince may have aligned with him. Vince may have gone face by helping Roman, but Roman wasn't going to turn.
Okay. What I'm worried about is either could go two ways. Either Kevin Owens wins the Rumble as part of the Authority,
which makes the most sense, yeah.
Or Triple H wins the Rumble and returns and wins it.
I'm fairly certain that Roman Reigns and Triple H will be fighting in the main event of Royal Rumble, so I don't think we have to worry about Triple H winning the Royal Rumble. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the main event for Rumble. Now, Kevin Owens makes the most sense in the world. He's the best face they have right now. I mean, you could make the argument that maybe Bray Wyatt's right there, but Bray Wyatt has no title ambition whatsoever, so I really don't see him doing that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Kevin Owens makes sense. For one, he's an absolute badass. He's one of, if not the best in-ring performer that they have actively right now. He's one of those guys, and he's going to get a good match out of Roman Reigns. We know that. So I think their styles work really well together. And that could be a match, if built properly, could help really sell WrestleMania because people are going to want to see that fight.
Yep. I feel it was a masterstroke putting the Intercontinental title on Dean because it means Kevin Owens can move on and Dean can try and get some momentum because he hasn't been able to get momentum at all.
I like what they're doing with Dolph Ziggler, too. I like this whole situation with Ziggler, Owens, and Dean. I think now, tell me if you noticed this, man. I don't know if you watched the Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels interview, but Sean talked about specifically Dolph Ziggler basically being a HBK clone. And he said he has told him in the back not to be so Shawn Michaels-y.
Oh,
Dolph made reference
seen that.
to that on SmackDown. And it was really off the cuff. It didn't seem like it was something that was scripted. It seems like he just made a reference to it. And I like where this is going, man. I really do. Grind Time, you are on fucking timeout. Here, this guy is ridiculous. Don't be talking about Terry like that. Don't be talking about anybody like that in the chat. You're a dickhole, man.
Masterful Terry. Leave Terry alone.
Terry of all people. Keep doing that, I'm gonna ban his ass. God,
Yeah.
this kid fucking was a nice kid, and then realized, I'm boring, and now I'm a whiny bitch.
I suck and I have no life.
And I'm a
so
whiny bitch, but Dave told me to be entertaining, so I'm going to be like some of the others and just make fun of people. Well, it doesn't work. Jesus. Anyway, Clinton donated $1. Ah, damn it, I missed what he said.
I have to say, I feel like Dolph Ziggler, he's one of those people that I do kind of enjoy watching in the ring, but I wouldn't care if he wasn't pushed. It's kind of...
Some people are.
I don't understand how. I just can't, like, people like Dolph Ziggler. I do like Dolph Ziggler, but I wouldn't mind if he did well. But it's like the opposite of Ryback. I can't stand him. Ryback is the worst person in the ring. I don't know how.
He's not the worst in the ring, but he's definitely boring. I could see where you come with that conclusion. I don't know. There's a lot that could happen between now. It's gonna be pretty interesting. So
and I think how old is Ryback, by the way?
He's like 34.
We're gonna have to deal with him for for a little bit longer, I guess.
Maybe he's a little bit older. He's 34. He's 34.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna go now.
Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Keep on rocking, baby. I almost called the baby. That would have been awkward. Take it easy.
Have a good day.
You too, man. Like I said, Clinton, not Bill, but Clinton donated $1. Said, if Reigns versus Triple H is at Rumble, who do you think Triple H will face at WrestleMania? That's a good question. And here is your $1 million laugh. That's a really good question. Triple H has a lot of options. I still think that The Rock is on the table. I know he's going to be filming some movies and stuff, but I think that they can make this happen. They've set up enough of it to where it would work, especially with Triple H and Roman Reigns seemingly about to be in a feud. So having him pivot to The Rock makes even more sense now because of that, the connection. They're cousins. So, I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. I think that's a very good possibility. And, it's, if I had to guess, I'm still going to put my money on The Rock and Triple H. I think that is they need big matches to sell this event. And Triple H and Rock will sell the event. They're just going to. If there's another legendary big name that Triple H can fight, then Triple H. He can fight that guy too. But there's just not a lot of guys that is going to work in this situation. I don't think Triple H needs to be in the title situation at WrestleMania because I think he'll be there for Royal Rumble. It just makes more sense to have him fight an established guy, somewhat a legendary name, so they can use it as a selling point for the card. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. I think even John Cena is a possibility for Triple H, which is not a match I'd like to see again at this stage in their careers, but it is a possibility because of their names. John Cena is probably the biggest wild card that there is for anybody right now because he can literally be anywhere. He could be taking on an authority role. He could be back into the United States Championship situation like he was last year at WrestleMania. He could be in the heavyweight title. He can win the Royal Rumble. He could be taking on The Undertaker. That's kind of the beauty of John Cena is he fits in so many places because that's what happens when you've done what he's done in his career. So as much as people may not be fans of Mr. Cena, you have to at least give him that he's earned a spot to basically be wherever he wants to be. Or whether he's a utility man at this point. Wherever they need to plug him in, they can do it. I know we had some other guys trying to call in. Now's a good time. Nobody's here. Sod Villa and Michael Mendoza. You guys got your moments. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. That's right. You need a moment like this. You know, I tell you that any time that you got a moment, you got to take that moment. You got to come down from the mountain and, oh, yeah, you got to take the moment. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to grab that ring and you got to take it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. How's everyone liking the Christmas lights? I think we're digging the Christmas lights here, right? I hope no one's getting a seizure from it, right? No seizure? No seizure? That's good. No seizures from the lights. That's important. But feeling festive. Feeling festive. You know what? We had a great intro this to start off the show. I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but it doesn't get any better than friggin', disco Silent Night. It just doesn't. Let's listen to this again. Steve can dance to anything. Let's take a caller. Michael Mendoza, you are live with Dead on Dave after the beautiful dancing of Steve to a disco version of Silent Night.
I totally missed that.
It's so
But
good.
what up, man?
It's so good.
What's
How
up,
you doing,
Dave?
buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I'm relaxing, watching the show.
See, you're so good at being a caller. I'm going to put some extra stress on you. I'm going to bring a troll in. We're going to have some fun here. Michael
you
Mendoza is
talking about
live, but
Sod?
so is Sod Villa. Sod Villa, the worst troll, the worst trolly troll that we have. You're live with both Mendoza and Dave. What you got?
I'm done being trolled, but
Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not.
No, he's not.
No, you're not.
yes, I obviously am.
You're not going to be able to get through this conversation without doing something troll-like.
No, but I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you
All right.
ready? Did you hear about? I was listening to the Ross Report, the podcast of JR and Vince Russo, and he was talking about KO and like how him and how Kevin Owens have beef because he doesn't think Kevin Owens should be like a top star.
Yeah, he's
It's
never
like-
been a big fan of Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
It's mainly because he's fat, basically. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah,
sounds
isn't
like.
that kind of weird?
It's not weird. It's very Russo-ish. Look, Russo has done a lot of amazing things for the wrestling industry. I don't think anybody can say that he hasn't. But he has these very archaic views of wrestling, especially when it comes to like attitude and stuff like that, because he thinks that it has to be no filter, all go. And he has some of the worst ideas because he doesn't take a back seat and think, well, maybe this is the best way to go. And when he's like figuring out who can draw, remember, this is the guy who thought David Arquette could draw. This is the guy who thought that David Flair could draw, and this is that guy. And if he can't see the potential, the money in Kevin Owens, then I don't know. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I have all the respect in the world for Vince Russo. I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but he is who he is. Let's face it. I mean, he's accomplished more in this industry than I will ever freaking come close to. So he's Vince Russo. What do you want?
Yeah,
I
that
think
kind of
Vince-
caught me off guard because I didn't know Kevin Owens had haters like that. Cause
Oh, he's got a
Kevin
lot of
Owens is
haters.
like one of the best wrestlers.
He's
like
got
one of the
haters
best
within
wrestlers. He's pretty-
WWE. I mean, Kevin Dunn probably hates
Yeah,
him.
Kevin Dunn. Yeah. But Triple H sucks his dick, so it's okay.
Well, Triple H realized that the guy can make money. And Triple H
Why does
sees
Triple
talent.
H suck dick?
He sees talent. Triple H has shown that he might have the best mind in wrestling right now. There may not be a better mind in wrestling right now, and that's gonna. Some people are gonna be
Triple
like,
H?
"How could you fucking say that?" Look at NXT, man. I mean, just
Oh.
look at the simplistic yet amazing booking that he does. It's simple. There's nothing.
Well, yeah, everything except the women's division in NXT. But yeah,
What's wrong with the women's division in
The
NXT?
women's division NXT.
Eva Marie isn't the champ. That's what's
Oh,
wrong.
the
that's
troll
right.
returns!
That's-
I knew he wouldn't get through this fucking phone call. I knew it, and he's over the top rope because of it. I told you. I told you he wouldn't get through the phone call without trolling. I knew
Oh,
it.
God. Awesome.
What you got for me, Mike?
Well, no, I was going to talk a little bit about Star Wars since I went to go see it the other night. So
Yeah,
but I don't know if I want to keep talking about it. 'Cause,
Before you do, I understand that by talking about Star Wars and not having seen it, that there's a good possibility that I'm going to get spoiled. I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm not going to get mad if somebody spoils something because that's stupid. I'm talking about it with 20 fucking people. It'd be dumb if I did. So I'm okay with it. If it happens, it happens.
No, well, it's not going to happen with me, man. I just wanted to give just short little feedback.
Yeah, tell me what you thought, man.
Well, I enjoyed the shit out of it, man. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I think it's 2.5 hours of just pure fun. I mean, there's no downtime in that movie, which I saw with my brother, and when we walked out, I was like, there wasn't a down moment in those 2.5 hours. It was just like from right away, it was just 100%, like just 100 miles per hour straight for 2.5 hours.
That's what it seems like. It seems like it's just really well done. They establish these young characters, and when the older characters do come in, it doesn't feel forced. It feels very organic. It doesn't feel like it's just these old characters getting thrown in a stupid cameo. I'm hearing that Harrison Ford is basically the best part of the movie.
He was awesome, man.
He's incredible. That's what I've heard.
That role all over again. He did it with such ease. He just came in there and did his thing.
Yeah.
So he was great in the movie, man. It's just a lot of fun, man. There's no way you can't. I mean, especially even if you're not a Star Wars fan, if you're just like a sci-fi fan, or just any of that kind of stuff, it's such a good time. For 2.5 hours, you definitely getting your money's worth. And it was just a lot of fun, man. I really enjoyed it. It hit a lot of the same beats. It seemed like they kind of played it a little safe as far as story goes.
They had to.
They had to. I understand, especially after the prequels. They had to sort of play it safe. But even though they played it safe, they executed it really well. So I really enjoyed the shit out of it. And one little thing also, it really felt different in the fact that a lot of our main characters, that's what really struck me when I was watching it. We had a lot of our main characters was a Latino dude, which is the pilot.
I've heard that they went real diverse, which is as long as they don't shove it down your throat like it's an agenda, fucking social justice bullshit. I'm fine with that because it's the universe. There's gonna be a lot of different things. That's fine.
Yeah, I appreciated that because I'm a Latino kid from Queens, and we get some movies with some minorities being heroes. You
want something to relate to. You want somebody on screen. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. I get that.
So,
I totally understand that.
It was great to see some people that, you had an, African American, you had a black dude, you had a Spanish dude, you had, all types of, everybody was in that movie.
All kinds of monsters. I mean, the monster demographic is completely represented here in so many different forms of fashion. It's incredible. So no monster advocacy groups will be coming out saying, "Where's my monster?" Because they're all there. That's what's great.
They had some really cool creatures too, man. I mean, they did a real great job with the props and everything like that.
They went back to basics. They did a whole lot of practical effects when it came to special effects, and that was something that they really dropped the ball on with the prequels because it was all. Do you know that the update? I couldn't believe this. I read this the other day and it blew my goddamn mind. That there is not a movie worn Clone Wars costume. Do you know why? Because they never fucking made one. Every Stone Wars, every clone trooper costume that you see in that movie is digital. There's not one real fucking costume. Never existed. They never fucking made one. I couldn't believe that. That blew my mind.
Just so heavy on the CG and the green screen.
This really feels, just from the trailers, it feels like Star Wars. It feels like it. And I knew they were going to play safe with the story because they've got to get these people back. They got to get the people who are skeptical, people that they lost. They got to get them back because they got 2 more movies that they're going to do. And they're going to be even bigger than this one. So
they're doing like 100 spin-offs as well. So
yes,
it's just like
Disney,
so much Star Wars.
That $4.2 billion that they paid Lucas, it's starting to look like a pretty good investment at this point. Jesus.
They own Marvel as well, man.
Yes, they do.
Everything. They own all.
People don't know it. They actually own this channel too. They own me. They bought me. It was just a couple of sandwiches. I was like, fuck. It had jelly on it. I had to take it. I mean, it was jelly sandwiches. I mean, some people like peanut butter. I'm a jelly man. Can't help it.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the movie.
Well, I appreciate that, my friend.
And then also switch back to a little bit of wrestling, of course.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind.
I'll get you up out of here after you get your wrestling out of you.
I just wanted to. I did watch NXT again because remember when I called during the live show, and I gave it an 8, but I can raise it up to about an 8.5 now after watching it.
Oh wow, look at that!
Enjoyed
That's
it.
rare to rewatch something and then give it a higher fucking rating. That's incredible.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was a little tired. Maybe I just wasn't feeling well when I was watching it live. But this time around, I did end up liking the tag team match a lot more. The matches kind of came off better to me. I don't know why. Just maybe I wasn't in the mood when I was watching it live. So, but I'm still not too crazy about the whole, the Bailey and Nia.
Oh, I've watched that match 5 times now.
I know you love it.
I'm trying. I tried to see what you guys are saying. I tried. I've seen, and there's only a couple of you who don't like it, by the way.
Yeah.
But I've watched it 5 times. I'm like, this is a brilliant fucking match. There's no other way they could have made this match work. There's no other way.
Story. I just didn't. I don't know. I just got taken out of it from just getting her ass whipped so much.
I loved it.
Kind of just prevailed. I loved it.
I
don't know.
I was scared for her. It was great. Look, let me jump to another call, man. I appreciate it though.
All right, man. You take it easy.
Take it easy, Mr. Mendoza. It's good hearing from you, buddy.
You too, man. Take it.
Michael Mendoza, everybody. Michael Mendoza. 304, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Dave?
What's up, 304? How you doing?
I tried to call during NXT, didn't get a chance to, but I watched it, and I wasn't feeling real well when I watched it. So I'm not in the problem. Recently, I gave it about a 6. I come back, I rewatched it again, and I'm moving mine up to about an 8, too.
Oh, wow.
I don't really see the problem with the whole Nia Jax match. I thought it was okay.
I loved it, yeah.
I didn't think it was amazing, like you kind of think it. I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was good.
Well, I didn't think it was like a better wrestling match than Asuka and Emma, but I did think it was a better story. I thought there was a great story in there. Yes, it's an old story, but it's a great one. It felt like Rocky. I was scared for Bailey. I thought she was going to die. Loved it.
Right. Well, my wife actually walked in while I was watching Asuka, and she looks at me and she goes, "Who is that?"
That's my future wife, is what you should have said. That is my future wife. Surprise.
Yeah, really.
You might have got stabbed, but that's okay.
Asuka's scary.
She is, but so really sexy. She's sexy as hell to me, man.
Triple H has a better mind out of everybody in that's upper top of the company.
I think so, yeah.
I really do. And he gets a lot of hate, and I don't see why.
Because he's Triple H. Because he's Triple H. Because he's a brash kid. He was part of the clique. They raised hell. He married the boss's daughter. There are so many reasons to hate this guy. And on top of it, he's unfucking believably talented. I mean, that's why. Those are just too many reasons.
But if you was talking about Vince Russo, if you watch him and you listen to what he's saying, he has like one good idea, and the rest of them is nothing.
Yeah. He is one of those guys who will repeat the same idea with a little bit of differences over and over. I mean, that is Vince's thing, but I do respect the guy. I mean, he's had a very long career, and I give him dues. We may not have had the Attitude Era if it wasn't for him, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like he goes back to that a little much. The Attitude Era is pretty much gone. I don't think we'll ever see it again. The closest thing we might see is this Roman versus Vince or Triple H or whatever they decide to do.
Which is fine.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't like Roman, but I'm warming up to Roman.
Yeah, I think that's happening quite a bit. People are really warming up to Roman because they're going to where he needs to be. He's a badass. Just keep him a badass. That's all you got to do. It's not hard. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, it's just don't. I would try to see him come out there and not say a word, beat the crap out of somebody, and leave.
Yeah.
And this is me booking. I would love to see, and people will hate me for comparing this, but I'd like to see kind of an Aces and Eights type of thing, like a biker gang, because that would fit Roman so well.
Here's the thing. This is the thing, and I like the idea of trying it, but this is the problem. Biker gangs have never worked. Aces and Eights didn't fucking work. Disciples of Apocalypse didn't fucking work. Biker gangs don't work. They're too divisive. There's still a stigma about bikers. Kids don't want to pay for bikers, so bikers will never work especially in the WWE. But I think that just like something very similar to Baron Corbin, where they kind of, put a little possibility of a biker vibe, a lone wolf type of something like that. But they don't need to do any of that with Roman. All he's got to do is be who he is. Take off that stupid vest that he's wearing because he's got a great body. Show the fucking body. And just punch people in the face. That's all he's really got to do.
Yeah. I got a question for you that you might know. Do you remember that Ashley Maruso girl, whatever her name was?
Ashley Massaro. Yeah.
What happened to her?
No, friggin' deal. Let's find out. Ashley Massaro. Because Google is an amazing thing. Ashley Massaro is now 36 years old. And I'll just read right off a wiki. Ashley Massaro is an American former professional wrestler, valet, former WWE diva, and current general manager signed to World Independent Ladies Division Wrestling. She's still wrestling. She is best known for her time with the WWE under the ring name Ashley Massaro and her appearance on Survivor China. I didn't even know she was there. That's awesome. Massaro made her debut. We know when she made her debut, blah, 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 blah. So she's still wrestling. She's actually still wrestling.
She actually reminded me of Lita when she was there.
Yeah, I liked her. She was like Angelina Love to me. I felt that she looked a lot like Angelina Love. She had the same type of look. The cool thing is she was trained by some amazing. She was trained by Trish Stratus, Dave Finlay, and Ricky fucking Steamboat. That's not a bad trio of people to be training you.
No.
But I heard she was very difficult to work with. I did hear that. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that.
Yeah, did Tommy Dreamer end up getting hurt in that Raw match?
I don't think so. I have not heard anything definitive on that. I have not seen any injury report on him yet. It's possible. It looked bad, but Tommy Dreamer's been hit hard as anybody in the business, right? So who knows? Yeah.
Well, there's one more thing I got to have you do before I get
Okie
off
dokie.
here. That you throw me over the top rope.
You want me to do that? I can do that.
Yep, throw me over the top rope.
304, here it comes. I hope you're ready for it. You're over the top fucking rope. Enjoy the landing. Thanks a lot for the call, buddy. 304, man. I love it, dude. Love 304. I need a graphic. Sal, I hope you're listening. Sal's in the chat. We need a graphic or a sound effect for over the top rope. And I've thought about this for a while. Like, I need something I can flash on the screen, over the top rope, some type of sound like, and he's eliminated. I don't know, something. So, Sal, if you're listening, you did an amazing job with this, but you know what? No fucking rest for the weary, buddy. There's always something else. I feel so bad. I use and abuse this guy. He's the best. Sal is the best graphics guy I've ever met in my life, and I've known a few of them. Sal is absolutely amazing. Now, if you guys need graphics, I hope he charges you for them. White Death Graphics at gmail.com. It's in the description box. Make sure you guys go check him out because look what he does, man. Look at Paige almost having sex with this candy cane. It's amazing. The things that he does for me, man. I love Sal. This channel would not be growing if I didn't have guys like Sal, if I didn't have amazing contributors, if I didn't have Jeff Huffman, if I didn't have Frenchie Ben, if I didn't have Too Tall, can you get a better co-host than Too Tall? If I didn't have these guys, if I didn't have the support of Tommy C, Matt Kazar, all of these guys, Jake Link, Real Talk. I mean, if I didn't have you guys, if I didn't have Old School Matt and Terry and Patrick Glenn, and all you badass people, Gun Cannon, Bray Wyatt even, all you people, if I didn't have you guys, this channel simply wouldn't be working because you guys continue to really keep me going, and I appreciate that. I love you guys. I mean that with all my heart. Now, as for the drama that's going on in the chat, pure and fucking simple, Terry's the moderator because I trust her. She's the most fair person in moderation that I know. She's amazing. She doesn't keep vendettas. She lets people get back in. She's awesome. So for anybody to fuck with Terry, really just, I'll block your fucking ass. How about that? If I see you messing with Terry, I'm going to block you. Leave Terry the fuck alone. She does a great job. She enjoys the show. She keeps everything going. She's a fair moderator. So leave her the fuck alone. All right? Or you're going to have a copious amounts of this foot. Oh, I'm too fat. I couldn't raise my foot up. I tried. I couldn't get it up because the fucking nerve damage wasn't happening. Wait, there it is. There. Oh. You're going to have copious amounts of this foot with the old school 9-year-old Hanes sock in your asshole. Right up in there. Just up in your ass. Oh, that really hurts. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Grand Slam 87, Jeff Huffman in the chat. I love you. I love you. We're with you, Dave. I love you, buddy. Huffman's my man. I mean, he's the Huff. He's the Huff. He's not even calling in for baseball today. I'm going to play his damn graphic anyway because I love it so much. I love it. I love Huffman so much. I love that graphic. Done by Sal, not a surprise. And if I played that one, I got to play Frenchies too.
Et un chapeau, une patate. Qui aime danser, qui aime danser, qui aime danser. Qui aime danser, qui aime danser, qui aime danser. Qui aime danser, qui aime danser, qui aime danser.
But these are the guys, and along with all you guys in chat, who really make this thing go. So thank you. Salkada said, Dave, do you have no pants on? No, I don't. No pants. I do not have pants on. I've said this before. I don't do shows with pants on. I'm wearing this amazing hoodie because it's an early Christmas present from the wife, and it's amazing. It's really good. So I'm wearing that. I'm sweating from the top up. But, yeah, I'm not wearing pants. Good catch, Sal. Good catch. BX Girl H says, Dave, what do you think about Sasha being in the crowd, Charlotte versus Becky in the Ultimate Goal for Royal Rumble and Mania? I kind of like the fact that Sasha's in the crowd a little bit. I don't like that she's not doing anything, but they're trying to tell this story with Charlotte and Becky. And because of that, because of Charlotte and Becky still going on, and they really want to tell that story, they can't end it prematurely. But they don't want Sasha, her, how over she is, ruining that. So they're having in the crowd, they're having her as a tease for later on stuff like Royal Rumble and Mania, so it kind of placates the crowd. I get that, so that's why I'm not too mad about it. I see her being in the mix, if not at Royal Rumble, certainly at WrestleMania. Sasha, I don't know a lot in this world, but Sasha Banks will be in the main event at WrestleMania. I'm almost 100% sure on it. We'll see. Joining me now, my good friend, he saw the graphic, so he's like, I gotta come on. It's Jeff Huffman, my good buddy. What's up, Pop?
Well, I actually saw it when I was coming back grabbing my stuff. Like right when I sat down, you were playing it. Something like that couldn't have been more perfect timing.
It is perfect timing. What's up, Al?
Oh no, not much. Just want to say, I watched NXT a couple days ago. That was awesome, and I'm with you. I love the Nia Jax and Bayley match.
Thank you. It's a good
and
fight.
I was scared for Bayley.
Yeah, I was.
So I'm like, is she dead?
Yeah.
Is she dead?
I was like,
she's got like the Family Guy arm twist leg thing going on.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she broke her shoulder when she did that.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy. I was like, someone get a spatula. We gotta fucking scoop Bayley off the mat. Oh hey, why I got you here, man? Something I wanted to tell you. Everybody knows that I'm fat. I mean, we all know this. What a lot of people don't know is how fat I truly was at one point. About this time, Christmas 2013. You've seen pictures. I've shown you pictures of my long-haired, crazy days shit.
bong holding,
all that stuff. I was much bigger than I am now. In fact, I was 475 pounds. That's something I've never told anybody. I've only told a couple people. I think I've told you. I don't really, but I've never really let it out publicly. I was almost 500 pounds, and I was dying. There was no question. I was killing myself. It's a really dark part of my life. Tommy and I weren't talking. I was in this terrible house. It was just a bad situation, and I was killing myself. I knew it. But I started making changes, and while this might not seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but I stepped on a scale for the first time in 2 years the other day, and I still have a long way to go. But I'm 350 pounds. I've lost 125 pounds in 2 years, and I am just absolutely over the moon about it. I got a long way to go. But damn it, I'm going to try and live a little while longer. And you're one of the reasons, Jeff, that I'm continually motivated.
I haven't done anything, man.
You have, man. Just being my friend and standing by me, always supporting me and showing me those beautiful abba-dabbas all the time. I'm like, if I can't ever achieve those beautiful abba-dabbas, I want to eat a meal off of one day. So there you go. So thank you.
You're putting me over like I look like John Morrison here.
Dude, you're ripped. You're shredded. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and for the support and the friendship, and everybody in here who notices that when I lose a little bit of weight, or even sometimes when I look a little bit fatter, I just wanted to just give a little love to that. So, what else you got for me before I start crying? And nothing's worse than when a fucking fat man weeps.
Let's see. Well, your Blackhawks won today. Blues won today.
Patrick Kane won today.
That's true. Patrick Kane won today. He's been doing that a lot.
He undressed that goalie in that shootout, boy. Woo!
It looks like he did it effortlessly too.
He did, man. That was sick. He went top shelf. I gotcha. Gotcha, bitch.
Unreal.
He's the MVP right now. There's no question, right? I mean, he's the best player.
Oh yeah, definitely. But there is a new leader for in goal scoring for the NHL.
Really? Did Jamie Benn catch him?
No. A Russian did. A certain Russian.
Oh no, not Tarasenko.
Oh yeah, he scored another one today.
How many he's got on the season?
21.
He is ahead. God damn. Damn it. Well, did he catch him on points too? No.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, no. Tarasenko's not even in the top 5 on points.
Yeah. That's because nobody else can score.
Yeah. You guys are still in like first place, aren't you? Or second place?
Second.
Oh, God, we're right there. We're 2 points behind you. Yeah, you're in second place.
You're 2 points behind. 2 points
I don't know
us.
I don't know if that win today is counted. We might only be 1 point behind you now. Oh no, we both won, so it'd still be 2 points. There you go.
Yeah.
Matt Ernie in chat, of course, old school Matt. He's saying all kinds of great things about how I had his back with the whole Cronin thing. It's because you always had my back, man. And he's talking about all the friendships that he's made through here. So. It's the same thing as well, man. This is my social group. You guys are my social group, so I love you guys. I love you guys. I love the chili puff. He loves the chili puff. If you don't like chili puff, we be lame. Shut up, fat boy. Sorry.
No,
go ahead.
No,
Mr.
don't
Huffman.
Don't be, because that's great.
I did him fairly decently today. That wasn't too bad. Sometimes they're
that was really good. Well, since we had perfect timing on the baseball intro there, I guess I'll get into a little baseball.
Sure, absolutely.
You saw today that the trade for Brandon Phillips fell through.
Let's talk about the fails, huh? How about the Nationals not being able to get the job done for Brandon Phillips, and how about them Dodgers not being able to get the job done for Iwakuma? Yay! Whew. They've had a bad offseason, them Dodgers.
Yeah, Cardinals haven't had a great offseason either, but Yeah, we're the Cardinals.
No,
so,
but your biggest need comes in the outfield, and the outfield market has not developed yet. So I'm still thinking you guys are going to be fine.
Yeah. And I'm still fine with Holiday, Grichuk, and Piscotty.
Yeah,
So.
I wouldn't have a lot of worry with that.
You got Tommy Pham as a backup. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. But back to what you were saying originally, the Phillips trade. What happened? Do you know what happened? Why this trade fell apart?
Phillips had to waive his no-trade clause, and it was up to Nationals, I guess executives or something, to get him to waive the no-trade clause, and apparently he was seeking an extension with the Nationals, but he's making $27 million over the next 2 years.
Oh.
So I understand why the Nationals wouldn't want to make that happen.
He's aging,
so, yeah, so Phillips said, well, screw.
Wow.
He didn't actually say that, but...
When I want your opinion on this. When a player does something like this, because Scott Feldman once did it to the... Or no, was it Dempster or Feldman? One of them did it to the Cubs once. And I think it was Dempster, now that I think about it. Did it to the Cubs, blocked a trade where we could have got a really valuable piece in return. Then he ended up going somewhere else later for much less. And everyone was really pissed off at him.
Boston or Texas?
Yeah, it was something. Yeah. I think it was Texas, and we didn't get much back for him. That wasn't the alt deal. I can't remember what it was, but we did not get much back for Dempster.
It was Dempster for Feldman, wasn't it?
No, because we already had Feldman at that point, I think.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, we didn't get. I think it was some kind of pitcher that I don't ever think will see the light of day. But regardless, whatever we got for him, we could have got a lot more from Atlanta. Do you think that these players like Phillips, these veterans, do they have an obligation to help their teams out in situations like this, especially when they want out anyway?
Well, I don't know if they necessarily have an obligation to it, but I mean, it's clear the Reds aren't going to compete this year.
Yeah,
and
they're in trouble.
I don't know. You have a chance. You have a chance to go to Washington, a team that, on paper, should have a decent chance of making a deep playoff run, especially when you got the MVP over there.
They got the MVP, but they got little else. And I got to be honest, the Mets are going to be good next year. That pitching staff is you're not going to score on them.
Oh no. And they also just signed Bartolo Colon 1 year, $7 million.
Which I found odd. With Wheeler coming back, that kind of rounds out the rotation. Why bring back Bartolo Colon? I didn't get that.
Well, I mean, you still got Thor, The Dark Knight. What's Steven Matz,
Wheeler. You got rid of Nice, so...
Yeah, for Neil Walker.
Yeah.
But no, you got Phillips. I mean... He could be that guy that could go over there and loosen up that clubhouse because they definitely need that.
Yeah,
and he could have been that. He could have been that guy.
Oh, until they get rid of Papelbon, it doesn't matter. There's no loosening up that club. There's no loosening up any clubhouse that has Jonathan fucking Papelbon in it. Oh my god,
that's true.
If you did steroids, you would look like Jonathan Papelbon. If you just started taking super soldier serum. Your Captain America version of you would be Jonathan Papelbon.
Facial expressions, yeah.
I can just see it now. We're going to turn you into a super soldier. He looks like Jonathan Papelbon. What happened? Something went wrong. That dude's ridiculously in shape, though. He's like a friggin' brick shithouse. Or is that John Rocker? John Rocker, I think, blew people's minds when he took off his shirt because he was begowed.
I have a feeling Arrieta. Well,
Arrieta is one of the most physically conscious people I've ever seen. He rides his bike to Wrigley. It's incredible. I love that guy. I love Jake Arrieta. Love him. Yeah, Mick Chicken says, "Is this really live?" Yes, it is, Mick Chicken. You know how you can tell? Because I just said your fucking name. Adam Cabot says, "Woo!" Dark Angel 595 in the chat. Patty Glenn in the chat. Matt Ernie, everybody in the chat hanging out. Bray Wyatt. BX Girl HS. Always sounds sexy, but it's probably way too young, and I'm probably being creepy. Michael Mendoza up in there doing his thing. Sal Hey, everybody's here, and now we're talking with Huffman. Huffman, what else you got for me?
Actually, I just uploaded a video on this. The big rumor this week is Jose Fernandez possibly being traded.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dodgers being the front runners for that.
Now, I've read that the Dodgers are out of the running here.
Really?
Yeah, I read an article on that today, as a matter of fact.
Well, I mean, the Marlins are asking for a king's ransom too.
Dodgers are not giving up,
right.
nor should they give up Seager. That would be ridiculous.
We'll see. Yeah, what I was saying in the... Okay, it sounds like we're in 1944 here, but...
Does it?
I don't know. You brought someone in.
I brought in...
No, whatever.
The hell?
I don't know.
I don't know what that was about. I thought that was Pittsburgh boy, that's why I brought him in.
Oh, no, but, what I was saying in the video I just uploaded, that, you're probably going to... They're, like I said, Marlins are going to be asking for the king's ransom, so I would assume they'd be asking for Seager and Peterson.
That I've heard that's a starting package. They want Seager, Peterson, and the 3 next best prospects on the Dodgers' radar.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah. From what I'm understanding, that deal that the Braves got for, what's his fuck? For, what's his name? The Braves traded to the Diamondbacks.
Miller.
Yeah, Shelby Miller. The package they got for him, which is similar to what they would have given up for Jose Fernandez.
Pretty substantial in its own right.
Yeah, that was just a start to what Miami wanted for Fernandez. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous from both sides.
Yeah, it is.
Now, from the Marlins, I mean, I could completely understand why.
No, I don't. I don't. The guy's coming off of friggin'. He just threw his elbow off. He's great. There's no question. But the only way he's going to last 5 more years in Major League Baseball if he is not that same guy. Because you're not going to be able to throw at 98, 99 and not throw your damn elbow off. Plain and simple. He's a huge risk. I don't get this. If you can get part of the package that you're asking for, if you can get somebody's top 2 or 3 prospects for Jose Fernandez, you take that right now. You take it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, when you do that, also you're also getting rid of Stanton too, because he'll be opting out.
He's opting out anyway.
That's true.
I don't know why anyone would think he wouldn't be. That fucking contract he signed is looking more and more like a farce every goddamn day. What a farce. You know what it is? I'll tell you exactly what it is. Here's what it is.
This trial is a travesty. It's a travesty of a mockery, of a sham, of a mockery, of a travesty, of 2 mockeries, of a sham.
That's what the hell it was. Thank you, Woody Allen. Appreciate that. What else you got for me, Huffman, before I get you up out of here?
Oh, you said you got the Iwakuma thing. Iwakuma going back to Seattle, which is fun. Which is just funny.
It's pretty good.
How do you have a $500 million payroll, but your number 2 is Hyun-Jin Ryu and Brandon McCarthy, who won't be back till July?
I don't know. That'd make a lot of sense to me. I don't know what Seattle's doing. Seattle's been all fucked up for a while now. I have no idea. Here's a quick question. I'm going to get you out on this. Kyle Lorch asks in the chat, Dave, if the Red Sox aren't going to be competitive this year, do you see Price getting traded at the deadline? I'm going to give you my answer real quick. Fuck no. No way. Not a chance. Nobody's taking that contract. They overpaid for him. It was an absolute mistake. There's no way he's going to perform to that contract. As great as David Price is, he can't win the postseason. Terrible, terrible deal. The Red Sox made a mistake, and they're going to have to live with it. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if Price can do what he did in Toronto this year, I mean, they'll be in good shape. And if the rest of that rotation can improve, a little bit.
They're not a playoff team. They're not. I don't see them as a playoff
team. Never said they were a playoff team. I said they'll be okay.
Oh, I know that. But when you pay $217 million or whatever hell they paid for him, that's a playoff team move.
Yeah, they outbid the Cardinals by $30 million.
That's insanity. That's craziness.
That's the only reason he signed in Boston.
Yeah.
Now I would assume it was the opt-out clause played a part in that too.
But I appreciate all your baseball goodness, my friend.
No, thank you.
No. Thank you, good sir. And then, are you going to be on Shopping Point Live tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Huffman makes his return to Shopping Point Live, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Shock Jock Sunday with Tommy C. Jeff Huffman, and I do not believe Jake Link is going to be there, but
I believe it's Frenchie Ben.
Frenchie Ben, I believe, yes. And I'm sure Kazar and his... I'm going to be interviewing Matt Kazar very soon because I have to, or I'm going to explode.
You have to.
Have to. Matt Kazar might be the most amazing person in the world right now. Got to get him on. So that's going to happen. That's going to be the greatest Creators Corner in history.
Probably.
I appreciate the call, my friend.
Oh, wait, I just, Mendoza in the chat says Superstar of the Year should be Xavier Woods. I think it should just be the New Day in general.
Yeah. Get your horns up, Jeff. Get your horn up.
My horn is up.
Talk to you later, my friend.
All right.
Huffman, everybody. Huffman. And you know what? Because I love Huffman so much, let's do it again.
Hit it. Na 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 na.
It's great. Huffman's awesome, man. Thank you, Jeff Huffman. I appreciate that. You know, it's crazy. A big thing of this episode has been Star Wars, and I am surprised nobody's been an absolute dickbag and just thrown a spoiler in there, because this is what would have happened to me. If I would have saw a big spoiler, this is what it would have felt like in my soul right here. It's like, there's the Star Wars. I'm eating the Star Wars. I'm eating it. That's what would have happened. That's what would have happened to me. This is also one of my new favorite gifts. Like, he's eating it, and then you see his brain. Like, his eye goes a different color. Look at this. This is great. Watch it. Here we go. I don't know if it's better than Steve, but it's pretty goddamn good. Let's take a call. 480. I don't know what the hell that was last time, but you're here live now with that on Dave. What you got?
Well, I mean, I heard you thought I was Pittsburgh boy, and you decided to bring me in. So.
Oh yeah, I thought you were Pittsburgh boy last time. That's okay though. What's up? What you got?
Well, I called in earlier on a different number, but I was actually going to ask you. Do you think it would be a good idea if Bray Wyatt takes the IC title off of Ambrose?
No, because we don't need to see that feud again.
No, we don't. But I mean, like Bray needs a title.
I don't know if he does. And if he does, I don't know if it needs to be that. I think they could. I'd much rather see them revisit John Cena and him than.
That'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Because Dean and Bray didn't work. It just did not work. Nothing about it worked. Their styles didn't work. Nothing about it worked. And I'm not really excited about Bray and Cena, but if they have to put him in a title situation, which I'm not 100% sure they do, I'd rather see him go U.S. title that I think John Cena is winning back soon, by the way, than the Intercontinental title. But we'll see. That all you got?
No, actually, I was going to say that if Kevin Owens does not win the Rumble, which I don't. It would make sense, but I don't think they have the balls to do it. I really don't think they do. But if he doesn't, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that if he doesn't win the Rumble, would you mind seeing him and Cena again?
Ooh, that's a possibility for WrestleMania, I would think. I think that's definitely in there. I don't know what I feel about that yet, to be completely honest. He made him tap last time. You know, to me, that's definitive, so I don't know.
I hated that so much.
I did too.
That was ridiculous.
Hey, but I appreciate the call. You okey-doked me with a different number, but I'll take it, so good job.
Peace out.
Take it easy. 262, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Copious King? How you doing today, man?
What's up, man? How you doing? I feel like this is going to end in a trolling, but that's okay.
I have a quick question to ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Carolina Panthers? Do you think they're going to go undefeated, and do you think they're going to win the Super Bowl?
Here's the thing. People know that I have not been high on Carolina all year, and I'll continue to not be high on them because all but like two of the opponents they've had this year are under 500. They've played nobody. And do I think they'll go undefeated? Probably. I think the Giants, of the three teams they have left, because I think they got Tampa Bay, Atlanta, and New York, the Giants have a chance to win this game this week. They probably won't, but they could. Other than that, they're going to go undefeated, and then they're going to get eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. Whoever they play is going to be hot going in because they're going to be making the damn wild card. I just don't see them getting past them. I think their defense is legit. I think Cam Newton has played his best football that he's played. I just don't like this team because I don't feel they've played anybody like they're going to see in the playoffs. They're exploiting a very weak NFC this year, but they haven't played Arizona. And when the Cardinals get a hold of them, I think that's going to be enough.
Right. And one more quick question. Who do you think will win the Royal Rumble?
Gun to my head, I'm going to go with Kevin Owens.
Me too. I agree, man.
Awesome. And you're not telling me to suck a dick or anything. I really thought that this was going to end in a trolling. I really did.
I'm a good guy, man.
I appreciate that. You got anything else for me, man?
Oh, no, that's it, man. That's it. Too much time.
All right, I appreciate it. Take it easy, my friend, and you're over the top rope.
All right.
Oh, my ass is really starting to hurt. I think we're about nearing the end. This is the end, my friend. I think we're getting towards it here. Let's see here. What did I forget to mention? Apparently I forgot to mention something. Dave, I forgot to mention the UFC featherweight champione. That's right. There isn't. Oh, that's right. The Aldo situation, right? No, featherweights. I don't know what featherweights are. Okay. Giants are winning. BX Girl, Giants better fucking win this game. People want the Giants to win, apparently. Gun Cannon 15. Actually, Bray, all you're doing is giving Dave views, improving. Okay, people are fighting again in the chat. Don't fight with each other. Can't we all just get along? Kyle Lorch. Dave, did you hear that Cena might be hinting at retirement in an article? It's bullshit. Cena's not retiring. If he does, he will not be gone long. If he thinks he's going to be a mainstream movie star, he's sorely fucking mistaken, and he'll be back to wrestling because that's where he belongs. It just is. I'm not a John Cena fan whatsoever, but let's face it, the guy is effective at what he does. So, I think that we've hit it up pretty good. I think we've gotten everyone's questions basically answered. I think we had a pretty damn good show. I'm exhausted. I'm going to get me some sleep. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you've had a really, really good week. I hope that your Christmas week, your Hanukkah week, well, Hanukkah's just ending, I believe, coming off of a fantastic Hanukkah for those of you who celebrate. Kwanzaa, whatever else you guys celebrate. I hope that you guys have a great holiday season. Hope you guys continue to watch everything that's going on within the channel. I will still be doing my things here. And it is what it is. You know, there'll be a Christmas video, I'm sure. I got a really great video for Dave's Save Point this week. I didn't do a wrestling video last week, but this week I will. And I got a great one. Trey Parker says, Dave, if your wife's not putting out, you should go fuck some hookers in Nevada. Well, I live in Germany, so if I wanted to go fuck hookers, I certainly could. But no, I don't pay for sex. Yeah. Davey, does this face look like one that has to pay? If my wife doesn't want some, all it means is she's missing out on the greatest ride in the world. Yes, it's brief and short, but it's the greatest ride in the world. Let's take one more call before we get out of here. 304, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to call back in and congratulate you on the weight loss.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
That's great, man.
Long way to go.
You know, that's amazing. And have a good Christmas, too, man, if I don't get to call back in before.
You too, man. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope it's a really good one for you and your family.
All right, take care, buddy.
Take it easy, pal. That was nice. I'm not used to people being nice. So there you go. Thank you guys very much. I hope you had a fantastic episode of me today. And for all of you haters, for all the people who don't like what's going on, well, I got news for you. You've all just been thrown over the top rope. Let's go out on some disco Christmas music. Now hit my music. Dance me out, Steve. If you don't have talent, by the way, have talented friends. Real Talk, Metaphor Messiah. Go check out his album, Black Mozart, on www.realtalkthetruth.bandcamp.com. And Shot from the Point, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Live, Shot from the Point live. Go check it out. Make sure you're there. Take me out. Silent Night.